Hello everyone, WatchPod here, and today I want to showcase a cool script plugin that I've made called ServerManager. If you're already on this Spigot page, then you're on the right track, but if not, the link will be in the description below. So let's get started. The first command that you obviously want to execute is ServerManager. And it brings up a nice display of a few commands that you can do. /sm opens main menu. You can also do ServerManager help, which just displays the same thing. Author, which tells you that I'm the author, and a link to my Spigot page. A reload command, which will just reload the script. And a Spigot link to the resource. So that's all nice, but what you're actually here for is the demonstration of ServerManager. So let's open the menu, and boom, there we go. A lot of items have just appeared, and you're probably overwhelmed. So let's go through them one by one. I will be doing this pretty fast, because if I go through them in detail, it's going to take a long time. So let's go through them fast. So this is just a timestamp to show you when you open the menu. Exit to close the GUI, very simple. Server region, this is very rough, so the server isn't actually in Berlin, it's actually in the area of Frankfurt, so take that with a grain of salt. Reload the page, just reloads the GUI. Storage info, this is very awesome. It shows you total space, free space, usable space, and your local RAM, which is really cool. Each menu has a back to menu item, which takes you to the previous menu, not this menu, because there are menus that have sub-menus, and if you click on the back to menu, it goes to the previous menu, which we'll see in a bit. This will give you a very nice list of plugins, more organized. It has barriers, it shows you how many total plugins there are, and a nice list. This restarts the server, and it has a confirm button, so it says in the chat, server might be due for restart, be prepared. This broadcasts it everywhere, and if you click cancel, false alarm, have a nice day, and the ServerManager opens again. In the options, you can again reload it, if you wish to do that. Times a day. If you want to disable it, just click that, and it'll cleanly shut down the script, resetting variables, disabling commands, disabling event triggers, etc., and then shutting it down. It even tells you how to re-enable it. So, and as proof, I can't do that. I can't do that. I have to re-enable it manually. And there you go. So, and now we can do that. The ServerManager update checks for potential updates. The way that works is there is a website that has a small digit, and which compares it to the script. And if the script does not match up with the digit on the website, it tells you, hey, there's a new update, and tells you where to download it, and potentially also auto-downloads it for you and installs it, reloads it, and it's all patched. Very nice. So next one blows a lot of people's minds. Yes, this is actually a file manager, but not what you think. You can create directories, create files, directories, move files, write to text files, rename files, zip and unzip files, and we can demonstrate that here. So let's create a directory, and it also tells you how to execute the command, which is very important. Some people don't know or don't understand how to do this, and it is quite complicated, so it's a good thing. Great there with the string being a file directory. So we are this is the home directory, and if you just create test now, it will put it in the home directory. But because we already have a test folder, let's do test, and then 2 backslashes, and then the folder, and then boom, there it is. There's the folder right there. And then let's create a text file. So create file, and then it is in test YouTube, and then let's create a file.txt, if I can spell correctly, that is. So there it is, it has been created, there it is, blank text document, very nice. But now obviously that blank document isn't very useful, so let's write to it. So we can do write file. The first string being what you want to write, so let's write testing 1, 2, 3. The second line being what line number, so let's do 1. And third, to what file, so it's going to be test /YouTube /file.txt. And you can see the size has been changed to 1 kilobyte, and it says testing 1, 2, 3 in the file. Brilliant. So let's go back to ServerManager and let's zip the file. Why not? So the zip is the first string being the directory to compress, so that would be test /YouTube. And the second one being the target zip file at the zip extension. So we want to put it in just zip archive. So let's do archive.zip. And there we go. It doesn't delete it, but as you can see, there it is. What else? Let's rename the text file. So let's rename a file with the first string being the old file name. So we have to do the directory again, test YouTube, and then file.txt, and rename it to new file.txt. .text, and there we go. It has been renamed, and the data has been retained. Lovely. So that's the ServerManager. It's quite rudimentary, but it does work, and if you want to add something to a file on the fly, then you can do that to your heart's content. So we will be needing that. Next is URL content. Very cool. URL content, and then it says here without HTTPS, so just the plain domain, example.com. Takes a while, and there you go. There you have the HTML, and even has the spaces in here, and very nice. So what else? Here is a large information pool of items, time zones, which there are a lot of, loaded commands. It's quite buggy because I don't think there are negative 1,103 load commands, but yeah. URL size, the response code, the line count, we'll skip over that. SSL version, SSL verifier, SSL algorithm, and SSL serial number. All of these with the URL and the SSL are with websites. If you want to test something on your website in Minecraft, then go ahead and do that. Let's go back to the system properties. You can check anything about your system. So let's go Java home. So there is the directory where Java is located, Java runtime environment, version 8, update 151. So, and this is another example of the back to menu. This is a menu inside a menu, and you have to click back to menu twice. So hex to RGB, sadly there is no RGB to hex. It's very buggy and it doesn't really work. At least you have this. So we can test this. There you go. This is the RGB value. We can also change randomizer. So let's randomize my alt, which will be joining us in a second. And there you go. It's completely random, no logic whatsoever, and fun little thing. So next one is really cool. Encode to Morse and decode to Morse. Let's try encode Morse hello. That is Morse for hello. And then let's decode it back to English. So let's click that. Decode Morse. And then, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Very nice. So, and the next one is server version, and it automatically checks what version you're on and how many versions you're behind. Might want to update. 640 is a lot. Now let's go to the whitelist. Now we can turn it on if we want. We can list how many people are online. That is the my alt that will be joining shortly. We can reload it, etc., etc. Anything you want with whitelist. We can change our game mode, which is nice. We can change the time of day, so noon, twilight, there you go, sun going down, and we can also turn it pitch black. Very neat. So, next one, we will be needing our alt. On the left is our alt, and on the right is our guy. So, he has some random blocks in his inventory, which we'll be using shortly. So, the next menu is player options. So to enter that menu, you have to specify a player, obviously, not me, the alt, and it opens a wide range of options. Firstly, you can teleport to him, but we'll save that for later. You can go back to the original menu. You can change his game mode, which is nice. You can see here in the bar. There you go. You can change his flight mode, which that's wrong. We should change that. We can kick him. Oh, I'm not able to kick him. Oh, I know why. There we go. Alright, so now we should be able to kick him. There we go. This does work with light bans, advanced bans, and any other ban system that you might have, so that's very nice. So let's clear his. We can let him teleport to you. There he is. We can clear his inventory, which I will not do, but it will work. We can give him a stack of something, so it's player item. Let's give him glass. Let's try that. There you go. We gave him a stack of glass. Lovely. We can sudo him, which is really awesome. We can sudo him to say anything. Test. Hi. Hello. As you can see, I am on my WatchBot account, and he's still in his inventory, but he's still saying something, which is really awesome. We can also force him to execute commands, which is nice. That is not what I wanted to do. Such as, let's take a look. /ServerManager. Boom, there you go. I didn't touch his command this session of Minecraft, but he still executed it. Very nice. That's not what I want to do. Alright, and the next one is you can open his inventory. For some reason that does not work when I'm recording, but trust me, it does work. There you go. No? MC. There you go. So I don't know why it doesn't work when there are two instances. Okay, it does work. No idea what happened there. But this is the hotbar and this is the inventory. Very nice. And then once we saw that, we can also clear his inventory. There you go. All clear. Let's move on quickly and swiftly to weather. We can change to clear weather, change it to the rain, we can change to thunder. We can also even change the weather cycle. It's enabled or disabled. Let's disable that and clear because I don't like rain. We have a warp menu, which is very nice. So let's just warp to test. You have to wait 30 seconds, and there you go. It teleported you. And we can warp to test 2, which is just over there. And boom, there you go. And let's just TP back to him. There we go. We have maintenance mode, which, when clicked, enables maintenance mode and kicks everyone. And if you are opt or have the special permission, as you can see, this is changed now. Maintenance mode is active. If you're opt, you can log back in, but if not, it will say nope. Maintenance mode active. Sorry. And so let's change that back because we still need him. So let's go back. There we go. And what you just saw there is also another presentation of Spawn, which I will cover shortly. Let's go over chatting first. So message. This works very reliably. You can send him any message, and he gets the message, and he can even reply. So there you go. Very nice. And I can reply to him again, and so on. We can also broadcast. Shortcut BC broadcast test. There you go. And which I think is really cool is the clear chat. So on many clear chat scripts, it just loops 100 times, broadcast nothing. And I mean, it works, but the downside about that is that it completely fills the logs with spaces, which we don't like. So if I click on clear chat, everything has been cleared on both screens. There's nothing here, but console has not been affected. And so won't be the logs, which is very nice and very handy. And I don't see a lot of plugins do that. So let's go to spawn settings. We can see teleporting to spawn and gives you a little loading icon, which I really like. Also happens when you go to home. So I have set a home yet. Let's just set home. Set your home successfully. All right, let's go down here. Home. It does the loading thing again. And there we go. Sometimes the loading icon has a bit of glitches where the previous message gets displayed for an instant. That's completely normal. I can't really fix that. So yeah. It is also not present in the logs, the long teleport messages, so that's also very nice. And we can toggle force spawn. So if force spawn is disabled, he is now in the water, and when I log back in, he'll stay on the water and not be teleported to the spawn. But if no, that's not it. If I enable force spawn, he disconnects and then reconnects. As you can see here, it's teleporting him, and boom, he's back at spawn. So that's force spawn. Vanish, which is very nice. I am just gone. It just say I left the game, and he's just completely like confused. Where am I? He was just here, and he can walk through me. He can walk inside of me. Anything. I can't tab myself. I can't TP. Nothing. So yeah, there I am. Hello. That's vanish. Very nice. This is fly. I am in survival mode, but nonetheless, I can still fly. I do take fall damage though. Or do I? I'm not too sure. Let's test that. Okay, don't take fall damage. Awesome. Heal and hunger. I have been healed. Difficulty is on easy, so let's affect myself with instant damage for a few times. Hunger for 2020. So I'm losing hunger. Instant damage. And there you go. Okay, so I'm dying, right? But I mobbed, so I can just click this and be saturated. What I just noticed is that it doesn't remove effects. I'll be sure to add that in the final version. The next one is to change the difficulty: peaceful, easy, normal, and hard. Very, very simple. Let's keep that to peaceful. And the next one is very nice. It has a backup function, which I quite like. So let's delete all of this. And let's create a backup, confirm. Backup folder does exist, skipping this step, which is this folder here. Creating initial backup. It just copies all of the world, nether, world, the end, and the plugins folder, archives them, and keeps them into and puts them into a separate folder. So there you go. Backup's been successfully created. There is the archive with everything in it, plugins, everything is there, nothing has been lost. So yeah, if you're not quite convinced, let's delete this and try again. So you should see in a minute. There's the backup. There are the folders you've been moved to here. Now an archive will be made. There is the archive, everything being added into it, cleaning up the folder, and there we go. There, it's done. So that was a short presentation of ServerManager. If you think this is missing any features, I tried to put everything in here that I could possibly find. I'm trying to make the most complete core plugin there is. There is a TPA, as far as you were wondering. So there you go, TPA accept, and then boom. So there is TPA, there is everything Essentials has. If you think I'm missing anything, be sure to leave it into discussion or go into my Discord and go to the suggestion chat. If you need any support, there's also a Discord for that. Link will be in the description on the Spigot page and on screen right now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you download my resource. Be sure to check out my Spigot page for any other resources that I post. I'm planning to post Delivery Manager soon, which will be kind of like Delivery Man on Hypixel and Carl the Creeper on Mineplex. It will be premium, $2, so I can get something back. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys download the resource. Hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.